Hello, everybody. Not really sure what I'm doing here, but I thought I might as well try a cheeky little live stream here. Hello, everybody. Was planning on making just some trivia API thingy anyway for a bit of a laugh. Thought why not stream it? So here I am. Right, first stream ever of Mark. First of many maybe, or the first one and the only one, depending on how this goes and how I like it. But we shall see. We shall see. First of many, maybe, or the first one and the only one, depending on how this goes and how I like it. But we shall see. We shall see. First of many, maybe, or... Watching myself back there. Right, so I'll just swap over to here. Wow, look at that transition. I'm a proper streamer, okay? I am a streamer. So what we want to do is we want to build a trivia app, right? So for our trivia app, we're going to make it an API. So the API requires us to have certain like roots. So you know how API works. So you go example curl api.com/get/API/ question, and then you want like category, I spelled that wrong, equals, you know, cities. My spelling is awful. And then you want also, I don't know, a difficulty equals hard. Something like that. That's a root, okay? So our root will be, let me just close this notification, you shite. Our root will be, we want to have a couple of roots. So we want like a question root, a root for question, a root for, which is just the default. Everyone wants a question root, right? So we want a root for question. We want, what else do we want? Hello, Ken. Nice to see someone chat. You're the first person ever to chat in my live stream. I will send you some Bitcoin if you want. So we want a question, of course. We also want, say, a difficulty. We want a category. I can never spell that word. Please, Vim. Oh, I might have spelled it right. Okay, I spelled question wrong. We want a category. That's basically it. Maybe we don't want difficulty. We don't want difficulty. Difficulty is too difficult, ironically, to do. So we want a question. We want a category. What else should we have? We've got a question. We've got a category. Maybe that's good enough for now. So they ask for a question and they ask for a category. I can't think of anything else that they would like. So we're not going to do it. We got question, we got category. And so I will do, so we'll go like roots. And then we want to do, what do we want to plan? API, what are these? Return categories? Yeah. I want to do capital cities, I want to do countries, flags, and then these should return, and also just like random trivia. This is called general knowledge, not random trivia, general knowledge. And return code, so we want to return the question. So this is like in a JSON format, right? So we return the question, the answer, and then a list of wrong answers, including the answer. Right, so like A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. Like that. Answers. My hands are a bit chilly. Please excuse my spelling. So we want to return the question, the answer, list of wrong answers, and then optional image. So this is all JSON, obviously. We'll return JSON. So example, EX. Full example of what we want. So curl mark example.com/API question. Maybe we call it trivia slash cat equals like 1, say, for what's the one? I don't know, a general knowledge question. And there we go. And then this will return, so some JSON. Let's just do it as like a Python dictionary. So it will return question. How? Yeah, I don't know. What is the... Okay, that's capital. What's a good example of a trivia question? I can't think of one off the top of my head. What is the best energy drink? Right, and then it will return the answer. It will return answer. Monster. And then it will be like, oh, choices. This will be a list of, so like Monster, Luke as a water, coffee, and 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever, 4. And this will be random every time, right? Correct choice. I don't know if this is needed, but maybe it is. So this is like A, B, C, D. This could be a subdict. I don't know. Might be easier for someone to help. Red Bull. Okay, I'll put Red Bull there. You've had a space. Spaces tend to mess things up when you're programming, but whatever. Okay. I'll put Red Bull there. This should be fine. So I don't know if we need to return a correct choice because they already have the answer, and then yeah, that's too difficult for us. Choices. So this will be a random list. So every time you redo it, it's a random set of wrong answers, basically. So with sort of general knowledge questions, this is a bit more harder. Water is an energy drink. It gives you energy. Therefore, it's an energy drink, okay? Right. I am drinking Monster right now. I'm drinking Monster Energy Ultra Black. I don't know if you can see this. Wow, I'm big now. Look. It's tasty. It's cherry flavoured, which I normally don't like, but it's quite nice. I'm on my second one today. There we go. And I've also got water with me. Another energy drink. And a coffee. Another energy drink. So I'm very much prepared. It's 5:30 in the PMs where I am right now. So I'm only just woken up. Haha. Right. These are our energy drinks here. Okay. And I'll just do one for flags too. So if I... This is like... General knowledge we won't do today. We'll just do... we'll do capital cities today. Okay, so... Bullet points. General knowledge. Knowledge! Spelt wrong. I don't have enough knowledge to spell correctly. Ah. You're now seeing my Vim skills in real time, which is generally slow. Cities. So... wow. I'm Vimin, boys. Cities. Jesus, my hands are freezing. It's 19 degrees in my room, but I'm really cold. I don't know why. Maybe I've got the Rona. So API, trivia, cat equals, say, 2. Question. Change to there. What is the capital of the UK? Answer, London. And then it's so choices are London. I was going to write Belgium there, but that's not Amsterdam. What's another capital city that we could do? All I can think of is like US states. Kiev and Helsinki, like that. There we go. So you can see now, we can easily auto-generate this choices list, right? If we've already got a list of every single capital city of the world, we can then randomize this choices list every time. Cool. So that's what we need to build. Washington is the capital, I think. Would it need to be Washington, D.C.? I'm not sure. Wait, is that the state? My American knowledge is not good. But we could even have, say, subcategories of this. So we could have, like, cities, but then... Where have I written it? Cities, capital cities of US states, of Europe, you know, Africa, Asia, like that. There we go, something like that. I'm definitely missing a few continents, but oh yeah, of Americas, Americas, North and South America. North America's got like what, 2 countries in it? I don't know. Let's look. North America. It's like America and Canada, right? Oh, okay. Middle America too. Oh, Mexico and all the Panama and all that. Okay, fine. Did not know that. You learn something new every day. Okay. So, we are now going to... What shall we do first? So, we can... Right. Should we build... To-do. What we need to do. It's a to-do. We know what to-dos are. Okay, I don't know if you can see that. Oh, move me. Whee! Ah, okay. I'm now moved over. So, in our to-do, I can set some... What is that? Why is there an M there? I don't know if you see that. I'll put me up here. I don't know how to remove that. I don't even know what that M is. That's like my old logo. Anyway, I'm at the top now. I should be. Hello? Go up. There we go. Alright. Right, so... to do, we need to, first of all, we need to just, you know, create the API. This is an overarching to do. Huh, do I want to? No, so the API is basically a link to a function, right? Create the function. Maybe we want to create the function first, then build the API around it. That could be more fun. Let's do that first. Create the function to return, we'll just do capital cities now, so capital cities. Create the function to return a list of... to generate the capital cities. Question? Right, okay. So, how do we do that? Subcategory. Look at this Vim usage. So, for this we need a list of all countries and their capitals. And their, I don't know, location, continent. I wonder if there is already a list on the internet. If not, we'll have to do some web scraping to create one. We shall have a look. So, list of capital cities. Ask Uncle Google. List of national capitals. This is normally what you want. So, does it have Jersey on here? Oh, it does! Look at that! St. Helier. That's where I live. Wait, did I just dox myself? Maybe. No one will know that. But anyway, okay, I can already see this being wrong. Ivory Coast has 2 listed. I don't want 2. I wonder what South Africa has, because that's got 3 capital cities. Oh gosh. Okay. Do we just put all of them in there? I don't know. I think we take a choice. So for South Africa, we put Cape Town. That's what everyone thinks when they think South Africa, right? Okay. What the fuck? Okay. Let's see if there's just like a GitHub data dump. There we go. Country capitals. And then we go to South Africa. Okay, it's got I don't know. Pretoria. What does the US? United States. Washington DC. Okay, thought so. 249. Does it have Jersey? Jersey. Does. Okay, does it have Guernsey? G-U-E-R-N-S-E. Yeah, St. Peter Port. Okay, fine. Might use this list. Let's just... Country and capitals. List of major cities in the world. Okay, so the only bad thing with this list is that it doesn't say what continent they're in, but we could find that out easily enough. Maybe? We might have to categorize this ourselves. I don't really want to do that. I kind of want to automate everything. I guess we'd only do it once. This is a bit better. I don't know what these IDs are for, but this is better just because it's JSON, right? St. Helier. Never mind, it's worse. No, it's fine. Jersey, capital St. Helier, type country capital. What's a type that type? TYPE. What's not a country capital? I don't know what that means, but I don't know where they found this from. Does he tell me? CouchDB and Canso. What the? Oh, this is okay. This is data for someone else's application. It seems. We could do something on naming the cities where famous tourist trap. That's a good idea as well. I shall write that down, sir. That is a really good idea. So what should we call that? Landmarks? Landmarks? Famous landmarks. Ken. There we go. You'll get some credit. That's a good idea. So then we also need to find, like, list of landmarks. Okay. List of all countries and their capitals and their continent. Right. Maybe we just do countries and capitals first. Okay. Country capitals. Right. I think I will just go with this data set. The JSON one. Where's the JSON one? Back? There we go. Okay. Raw. I think I can just yoink this, right? What license is it? It seems to be unlicensed. License. There's no license. I don't think you can copyright a list of capital cities, to be honest. Here's this man. IcyRockCom. Let's look at his website. Whoa! That's a good looking website. I'll tell that. Right, anyway. Could probably just yoink this list. Not that one. This one. Oh, they're the same man. Okay. We got US state capitals. This is good. Alabama, Montgomery. What? Oh, it's the capital of Alabama, Montgomery. I thought it was, what was it? Huntsville. That is the only city I know in. What? Is this not Arkansas? I do have a website, yes. My website is amazing. I will show you. mark.mcnally.je. Look at this. Awesome stuff here. By the way, if you click here on this link, I made a flag game which sort of inspired this recently. So, you know, what flag is that? And you click Zambia and you go again. That's South Korea. Again. This is that one. That is Georgia. Obviously, I built this in about a day, so... but the thing is, this uses a ton of horrible JavaScript to do everything. And I want to write most of my code in Python because I don't like JavaScript. So I thought, why not make an API to do this? And then all I have to do is write a very simple JavaScript wrapper for the API as opposed to doing all the random crap in JavaScript. That is some old British okay. That's a cool flag. The Marshall Islands? Don't know. Whoa, they're a fascist country, Ecuador. Maybe they're not fascist. Paraguay. Wow, that's a hard one. It says Paraguay on it. Hello, Linux dude. Right. Anyway, this is like inspired what we're doing. I will save this list of US state capitals though. So we'll create a new resources thing. Resources state capitals. There we go. Let's download this country capitals for now. Raw. Blah blah blah. Do you scrape a website to get random flags for this game? Yes, I do actually. I think I talk about this in an older video. I scrape Wikipedia to get the flags. So if I show you somewhere on this flags game website, com/flags.html, I believe, doesn't look good on mobile, I believe we can find it here. What I use. I could show you the code actually. Where is it? This? No. Okay, I'll show it. I don't know. Oh, it's a file. Okay. So I will show you. I haven't released this code yet because it's rubbish. I don't like it. But you can see it. It's all JavaScript. There we go. So I built this JSON stuff. Basically, I scraped Wikipedia for this link, right? So Wikipedia has these nice links that are SVGs. So I can copy that, paste that, remove the... Right, okay, bad example. Maybe that's the only one that doesn't work. Yeah, okay, right, Flag of Afghanistan is broken, but this one works. They all work. I was wondering why one doesn't work, but I guess that's why. But yes, so this scrapes Wikipedia, basically. And I actually believe the way I scraped that is on my public GitHub. Flags, there it is. So all it does is... so it uses this Wikipedia page here. And it just scrapes this page, basically. Alright, there we go. Web scrapes this. I don't think Jersey's on here. Yes, Jersey is not on there. So whatever page will be on there will be on... Oh! Hang on. Afghanistan has changed. Yes! When I made it, the Taliban did not have control of Afghanistan. That's why. There we go. Okay. Right. Well, there we go. That shows how old that flag scraper is. When did I write it? August. Right, anyway. I'm getting distracted a bit. This is my ADHD brain. But I think it's just the whole point of streaming, right? Is to interact with my chatters. Hello, viewers. Country capitals, yes. Yes, that's what we were doing. Right, okay, wake up. There we go. Right. So, keep that open there. We are going to download this. We shall make a directory called data. Go into there, wget this. Vim that, check it works. There we are, okay. So now we've got a list, so we can write, what should we call this? So obviously we're going to create an API with this eventually, but so currently we're just writing the functions. We're doing create the function to generate the capital cities question. What should we call this? API functions? Functions? API functions. There we go. Okay. You are a pretty good streamer. Oh, thank you. It's my first time streaming, so maybe I'm just a natural. Maybe it's dumb luck. Maybe I'm really nervous, and that's coming out as excitement. I'm not sure. Anyway, API functions. Right. So, we are going to do something here, which is make a file called capitals.py. So we're using Python for this. Don't need a shebang. So we want JSONs. First of all, we just want to try and load the JSON. So to do, load JSON data, sort it correctly, and then we want to write generate a question. Right, okay. Def load JSON. Right. I don't know how to do this off the top of my head, so I literally look up JSON Python module. This is basically every time I program. It's look at Google something, Google everything. Import JSON. I got the first line correct. We are good. Okay. Import JSON. How do I load it from a file? File. Could it support path? Do I need path? Info. No. Python load JSON from a file. I could actually load it directly from this link, but we don't know if this link is going to be an alive thing forever and ever. So I don't actually like doing things like that. I assume what we need to do is, yes, something like that. What? This might be where the stream gets boring when I just Google something for an hour, because I can't do something as simple as file object. Okay. So could this be a path? Right, okay, no, we can just do this. Oh, how would this work when it's called from... when this is called from the API, so not the script itself, will this relative path work? I'm not sure. We'll find out eventually. Probably not, but whatever. It'll work for now. So what do we call it? Data. We called it country list with IDs. I don't like that name. What? Oh. Oh, whatever. As file.read. Yes, we are going on a journey. Wait, it will break when I relatively read it, or it will work. Yes, well, we're going on a journey. That's what I shall going on our Googling journey together. So I probably will eventually make this like a global variable with open as file data equals file.read, yada yada. Right, I basically just want to return this, right? Return that. Okay. Whoops. I think this is correct off the top of my head. So this is like how we would test this. If name equals main Python. So we're doing this to basically say if we're calling it directly from the command line, oh, the relative path will work. That's great. Okay, thank you very much, Linux dude. So we were doing this to basically say if we're calling this directly from a script, then it will run. However, if we're calling this from an API function, this won't run. But I just wanted to make sure I got the syntax correct for that. Load JSON data equals load JSON. That, and then I want to, let's just print data. I don't know if this will work, but we can test it. I made trivia, cd API functions like this, Python capitals.py. Right, okay, it worked. Okay, so we've got our data. So we want to do def get random question get capital next. So we want to write a function that gets a random capital from our list. So let me just whack a breakpoint in here. Right. Okay. What have I done wrong? Oh, it thinks this is the function. Right, fine. You are not the function. Right, so I want to basically explore this. So I've got a breakpoint here, and I'm in the Python debugger, which is basically the interpreter. So I want to see how I get data. I basically want to see how I explore this JSON. I'm not very good at it. So data open country. What happens if I type, okay, data capital. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing here. So this is a dictionary, right? It's a list. Ah, okay, so data. Okay, right. How do I get the end? Okay, so this is a list. So we go data, random number of the length of the list, and then we can go capital. No? Oh, that's incorrect syntax. This is obviously like this. Capital. Right. Okay, cool. and then we go country. Okay, that's how we get. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. Right. I will use import random, I assume, to generate a number. So for this, delete the breakpoint for now. I do want to keep this alive though. This is quite helpful. Get random capital. So we need to get. So we want to. Let's just write this in here. How to get a capital. Data num. Country. Can I do? No. Okay. That was wishful thinking. Data country and then data capital like that. Okay. How do I say this is not in the function anymore? No Python. Return. Data. There we go. Right, whatever. Data, like that. Okay. How to get a capital. Return. Data. No. What do we need to do? So we need to find the length of the data list. Alright. Len data. That worked. Okay. Len data max equals len data. Oh, that looks like a keyword. Okay. Max. Max countries. No, we can call that max num. How will you know which number is which country? Forget it. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess that's what you realise. Because we're doing it on names as opposed to numbers. Not sure though. Max num is length data, okay. And then we want to figure out how to get a random number. Python random. Yeah. So I want to generate a random number from 0 to... Oh, so I need to seed it. Do you? Yes. Like in C. There we go. Random.round range. Yeah. Let's open up a new Python interpreter here and test this out. Look, Python 3.10. I'm a modern boy. Make it smaller. Right. Import random. So I need to seed it, right? Do you need to seed it? If A is omitted or none, the current system time is used. Fine, that's good enough for me. Random.round range 0 to, let's just do like 300. Let's do, well, I assume this is, that looks like it'll work. Right. Max num, right. Random num equals local variable random numbers assignment never used. I mean, fine, but that can't be the only error. What's wrong here? Oh. There we go, right. Forgot to import random. 248, yeah. That's going to be in this max num. I was just doing 300 off the top of my head for the testing. Oh yeah, 248, cool. Alright. So we want 0 up to 248. I guess that includes 248, right? Yeah, I don't see why it wouldn't. Sometimes it goes up to, but not including, right? Alrighty. So now we can build a list here. How did you make Vim check for errors? Okay, I used a vim.vimrc. I have a nice little plugin somewhere. It's this one. Python mode. So this is like a Vim plugin here that checks for Python errors basically. Look for data, 248 countries. I'm not sure I understand. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yes, that is smart. Okay. That is very smart. Let's see if that errors. Oh, you are clever. Okay. Yes. So it needs to go 2047. Yes. Okay. Thank you very much. Max num -1. Does that work? Yes. No. Very clever. Thank you. That would have probably been an edge case because I don't believe in testing. So that would have been an edge case that would have appeared for some people sometimes, and I would have been like, I ain't fixing that. That's too hard. But thank you. I think this works, right? Num equals 10. Num -1. Well, of course that works, but L equals num -1. Oh. Does that not work? Does it work? Break point. We can test this. Hello? Oh, we didn't call it. Get random capital. Hello, autocomplete. There we go. Data. Max. Num. 248. Num. Then data. Oh. Oh, why are you not working? Max underscore num. Max underscore num -1. Python variable assign. What do I want to ask Python here? Hello Google, I would like to figure out how to correctly assign a variable. I honestly thought that's how you did it. Max equals max num -1, maybe I have to do it. Yeah. Like there. Hi, Zaddy, that's a new one. Okay. I can make a video about i3, sure. Yes. Oh. Oh, I see what you're saying. Let's just see if what I did worked. Okay, that did work. I think they would have both worked. I don't know which one's nicer. So you want to do it. Max num equals random.range. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I think this is good enough. I actually kind of maybe prefer this just because it's obvious. I'll write a little comment. List goes out of bounds if we hit the actual max num due to indexing at 0. Something like that. I don't know. I'll probably understand that, or I might forget it. I really love your vid. Thank you very much. I don't know how I feel about being called Zaddy Daddy, but go ahead. Yeah. So I will eventually make a vid about i3. I don't really use it as cool as other people use it though. Like I use it's very much a default i3 configuration. So I'm not sure if that would be interesting, but maybe I'll show just how good it is defaultly configured. Probably something like that. Whatever. It'll be an easy video to make, so maybe. Okay. Where are we going next? So we have a way to get our random number. Now we want to build a list of the random capital and the answer. What do I think about DWM? Never tried it. I have no interest in trying it. No, I like i3 a lot. I've used it for maybe 3 years, 4 years maybe? 3 years? And it's sort of grown with me as I've used Linux, so it's basically like an extension of me. I don't know what I'd do without it. There might be a better option out there and I might try it, but yeah, I don't know. I know there's a whole thing about configuration. You configure it by editing the C code, which I think is silly, even though it's kind of a non-issue. I don't know how I like it. I like i3. Anyway, yeah, never tried DWM, so I don't have an opinion about it, but, you know, I've tried other suckless products like ST, and that just got a bit frustrating configuring it, but what have you. Okay, so we now need to build our list. So, what should we call it? We'll call it capital. Do we want to call it capital? Yeah, capital equals like this. A list, or do I return a dictionary here? So a list would be easier, but maybe not. Maybe it is easier to return a list, or maybe we start the whole dictionary here? I don't know. I'm trying to think. So our capital, we'd return like, you know, the... Okay, no, we want to return question here. Yes, equals... So this will be country is equal to data, brackets, num, random, num, country, like this. And then we also want capital, data, random, num, capital. Right, like that. I always add a trailing comma for some reason. Just return data random num. And then do all the parsing in somewhere else. I don't know if I like that. I feel like doing it in the function is better. I'm not sure if it is though. Maybe. Maybe I could. I'll do it this way for now, I think. Return question. Check if that works. Print question. Yeah. Question. I don't know if what's the standard in like Python, you know? It is the standard to parse your data in functions or to parse them outside. Maybe it's personal preference. Maybe this is where you use classes, which I don't like using. I only use classes for like Django models and forms and stuff, which is like the web framework. So I wouldn't know. But this is what I'll do for now. So print question. Let's check that works. I assume it will. Yes. So we got our question. The standard is to do whatever you like. Yes, very true. Well, actually, the standard is pep 8, but, you know. Yeah. I think this is readable. So, yeah, it's good enough for me. Who's going to be reading it, right? I mean, I'll open source this, and it'll eventually be a video. So, some people might read it, but what have you. Ho-hum. Let's get on with it. Print question. So we've got a question. So now we've got the question. We now need to build up our get random capitals. This is 2. So now we need to get get random choices. Yeah, they're random by definition. Get choices. Question. Do we want to parse the question into here? Yes, we do. So the reason why we're parsing the question into here is because we don't want to return a choice that is also the question. As long as Python is always readable, as long as you understand English. Well, it's basically pseudocode, right? The first programming language I ever learnt was Java, and it was sort of in school. It was up to the teacher what programming language they taught. This was sixth form, so like A levels. I don't know what you call it if you're American, but I was like 16 at the time, and our teacher chose Java. Every other teacher chose Python, but you had to write the same programs. So you know you had to write like a what are they, text adventure games, the standard sort of stuff. And you know we'd write like 200 lines of code, and in Python it was like 20 lines of code, and you could read it better. I was very frustrated. It put me off programming for a while. I've never written Java since. So, yeah. You're Canadian. Do you have like a sixth form? What's your higher education in Canada? Like, what's before university or college? I wouldn't know. I have no idea. So yeah, we are parsing data question. So yeah, we want to parse the data and the question. This Vim theme is called Gruvbox. Gruvbox. I've used it for years. It's amazing. Retro groove color scheme for Vim. Do you like Java? No, I do not. Although I recently used a Java program and I was amazed that it was cross-platform by default, which of course it is because it uses the JVM, but I was quite happy with how it worked. But and a lot of the programs I use at work are written in Java. However, I don't write them myself. And as a programming language, I maybe I'm not smart enough to have an opinion on it, but I wouldn't write in Java. You're in college. So what is that like? Because I know Americans would call college, like, you know, Harvard's a college, but I would call Harvard a university. College is like, college in the UK is like a vocational school equivalent to sixth form or something. So you go there when you're like 17 and 18 to get a vocation, right? So I went to college to do IT. Do I like C or C++? Yes, I like C a lot. I've never written C++. I've written some C recently. I wrote... it wasn't anything important. I was just helping my brother with uni stuff. But oh, it is before uni. Okay, so it's the same as in the UK. Okay, right. That's good. I'm glad our countries agree on something. So what do you do other than YouTube? I'm a Linux systems administrator / automation engineer. Mainly automation engineer. So like DevOps is the buzzword, but I automate infrastructure and networking mainly. It's quite fun, actually. But yeah, so where were we? Get choices. So the reason we want to pass the question into this get choices answer is because we don't want to return both the question and the we don't want the question to be a choice twice. So we want to check for that. Get choices. So what do we want to do here? So we want to. So I'm going to write this code again. So maybe I want to. Do I want to write this code again? Should I functionize this random number code? Whatever. We want that for now. Okay, this is bad, but okay. For how many times? We want 3 choices, right? For I in range 0. How does that work? I rarely write for loops like this. Python. For I in range 0, 3. Oops. Print I. So I'm expecting I 4 times actually. 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay, no, that's good. That's good. That's what we want. So this range function here is actually up to but not including 3. Okay, I thought that might have been the case. I wasn't very sure. So that prints 3 times, so it does it 3 times. So we want a for loop here. For I in range 3. Okay, so I want to make a choices dict here. For I in range 0, 3, every time we want to. How do I add stuff to a dictionary? I think it's just. Is it dot add, dot append, list, dict? Okay, it's that. Right, fine. So it's choices. So we just need country here. Maybe this could be an array then. Why should it be? Yes, This is an array. This is not a dictionary. We don't need a dictionary. Dot append data random num country. Yes, because we don't need the capital because we're getting the capital. Yes, dot append. Yeah. Is being a Linux system admin a cool job? It is if you're in the right company. It is if you're in the right company. It is if you're not in the right company, a Linux system admin could be a very boring job. You want to be in a company that lets you experiment. No, experiment's the wrong word. Lets you improve things. So lots of companies will be like, we're happy with how we're going. Just keep the lights on. You know, you don't want to be doing that. You want to be automating things, creating new servers and software, and writing code and all that. What certifications do you need? I was lucky to get an apprenticeship. So I did all sorts on my apprenticeship. So I would say you don't need any certifications. I would say that experience is more important, but you can create experience yourself by, you know, basically writing code and showing that you've done stuff. So if I was interviewing for a Linux position, I would value someone who likes Linux, uses it on a daily basis, and also has their own home server. I would value that more than someone who's, say, got 5 years of Linux experience but doesn't actually care about Linux. Because with Windows, sure, 5-year experience is great, but with Linux you generally want someone who's actually passionate. But saying that, I do actually have the RHCSA certification, the Red Hat Certified System Admin, which could help. It all depends on the company. So if your company that you're applying for sort of, if HR hires, then you need certifications. But if like technical people hire, you probably won't need certifications. Like that sort of thing. I don't know. Maybe I could do. I don't really like technical certifications, but I do have a few. I've got like the Cisco one, the CCNA, the CompTIA A+, Network Plus, Security Plus, Red Hat ones. I've got a couple of Microsoft ones, but I sort of got them because they were offered to me, so I thought, why not? But I only needed Network Plus and Security Plus to get into my current job. But yeah, Security Plus is like, lots of governments like it. I'm not working for a government, but yeah. I sort of let them all expire except my Red Hat one, so it doesn't really matter too much. But anyway, we are going with this. Choices.append the country. 3 times. We want 3 random choices. Right? Return choices. Why is that erroring? Choices.append. The closing parentheses does not match opening parentheses. Oh. Is that right? Data. Random num. Country. Yes, I think that's correct. Okay. Let's put a breakpoint there. Recently discovered Python breakpointing, by the way. I used to use just print debugging and all that, but yeah, breakpoint much nicer. I was always scared of breakpoints because of the GNU debugger scared me, but anyway. Question equals get random capital data. Get choices data question. Okay. Is random num different every time we call it, or will this just be the same random number? Yes, okay. You can get the same free choice. Yes, okay. Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Okay, glad I saw that. That would have been embarrassing. Yeah. I began studying for IHCSA but got distracted. Stop getting distracted. There you go. It's fine to get distracted. I mean, if you want my advice, book the certification so you can't get distracted. Right? Book it for 2 months from now, and then you'll be like, oh no, I don't want to do it. I want to, write some Python code instead. But you'll be like, oh no, I've got it in 2 months' time. So you'll study for it. So you force yourself to do it, basically. But that's risky. So I've put the random number in the loop, of course. choice.append random number data country. I'm going to do a variable here, country equals this. That's choice.append country. Oops. Whoa, what's happening? Choice.append country. If country equals data question. How do I do question? What's question? Question's a dictionary. Question country? Huh? How do I redo the loop? Huh. So like if this was in C, you just would not add 1 to I. Python for loop, don't increase when range. Should I just do a while loop? Oh, does break work? In Python, you don't leave anything but to remove break. Okay, let's look at break. No, that ends the loop, right? Do I want continue? That continues on, right? Yes, while loop. Okay, thought so. While I less than 3, print I. Come on, there we go. I plus equals I. Huh? Oh. I just want to see how many times this will run. Oh, shit. Right, yeah, fair enough. Well, I print, add 1 to I plus equals 1. That's correct, right? Maybe init choices with the question country too. Maybe init choices. Yeah, I was thinking that actually, but I'm making this overcomplicated, I think. I've never written like a while loop. I could just do while true, yes. While a less than n, right? I think I'm doing it correctly, right? I equals I plus. Yeah, I thought that was like this was a shortcut for it, like going I plus plus in a C-based language. Oh well. Plus equals isn't working. Oh, where does that work then? I believe you, but Python increment shortcut. I swear it does exist. X plus equals 1. Is he correct? Plus equals. Plus equals. What? Yes. This is what I'm thinking of doing. I plus equals 1. For loop. Else increase. Yes, that's what I was going to do. But I can't get the while loop to work. Let's use a better tool here. What's it called? What am I thinking of? The Jupyter Notebook command line thing. Yada yada yada. Whatever. Well, I less than 3. Print I plus equals 1. Right? Oh, yeah, okay, fine. I equals 0. Okay, it does work. I don't know why it didn't work in my debugger. My debugger in the actual Python thing. Okay, I got it right. We were just conda. Yeah, it's called something like that, isn't it? Do the if. Yes. Well, what did I write here? I less than 3, I equals 0, iterating equals 0, 1 I less than 3, yada yada. If country is question country, right. Oh yeah, that's probably true actually. Before I, if country thing is true for X in range. Yes. Yes. Maybe you hadn't initialized I before. Yeah, I don't think I did. I think that was a problem. Yeah, so random number equals there. If country equals question country, we want to break. We don't want to append. So how do I... What does continue do? Does that go back to the top of the loop? Continue may only occur unless it's before a while loop, but not only in a function. When continue pass control for try. No, I think this continue. I want break. Python. Yes. So I do want continue. Okay, let's just leave it with continue. Else, country. I've lost my train of thought. Choices dot append country. There we are. Right. Does that look good? Return choices. Oh yeah. This should not be this hard. That's what continue does. Okay. Oh yeah. I plus yeah. I plus equals I. Okay. Yes. Return choices. Get choices. Data question. Let's see if this works. Int object is not subscriptable. Home mark capitals. Line 36. Get choices. What am I doing wrong here? Yeah, if country not in choices. Have I made an infinite loop here? Damn, I'm a bit of a brainlet, aren't I? My first thought was to use recursion for something like this, but that's insane when you can just use while loops, right? Okay. If country not in choices, yes. I might do that. Oh, is it because I'm comparing this? Let's test something here. Why is that not working? What? Okay. Data, random. What's random? None. 6. Right. Data, random, none. Oh, what a noob. What a noob. Yeah. Okay, I think that solves the problem, right? Breakpoint. Breakpoint is insanely useful. It basically says, when I get to this line, open this Python debugger thing here. So that means we can debug at this stage of the program with all the variables that are currently like active. So like I could look in the data here, data. It's all there. I used to just put print statements like print data. Many problems with that. Well, there's no problems with that. It's fine, actually, but it just took a bit longer. So, let's see if this works. So I'll move my breakpoint there. Reason why I'm putting it there is because I want to check the choices. Oh, this is the infinite loop, right? Yeah, breakpoint is built in actually. It's really, really useful. I think this is going. I don't know what's happening here. This is where print statements would be useful. Why lesson 3? Random numbers, random choice dot pen print got here. This is now print debugging. Okay, right. Okay, Sonic's not got right. This is now not working. I equals I. Let's just do it the long way. Aye. Okay, I assume that is now working. And I do not know why the shortcut is not working. Right, so we are now going to check choices. Good. And question. Yes, okay. I don't think you can do I++ in Python. I really don't think I don't think it works. In fact, I am very, very much sure that does not work. I++. Yeah. Invalid syntax, yeah. I always thought you could do plus equals. I always thought you could do plus equals. I really like I++, so if it does work, I'll be very happy, but we shall test. Yes, no, invalid syntax. That's sad. Can still get 2 same choices that aren't the correct answer. Can still get 2 same, how? Oh. That works out the loop, right? So this continue here yoinks us back to the top. And then it will go, ah no, the country is the country, so it continues. Right, if country. Question country. Let's check, print I. Oh, no, that'll take too long. I don't know, I want your version of Python. Maybe you can define it, or maybe there's another, like, Cython or something. A different package of Python. Let's do print question. Portugal, Swaziland. I'm probably misunderstanding the Wales. 396. Ah, how weird. That really shouldn't work. Test it for me now. Let me know if it works. I'd be very, very interested, actually. So, I want to read the continue statement because Mr. Fix in Fika said that I can get the same choices, so I'm probably misusing this, right? Continue. The break statement breaks out of the... Okay, I don't want to do that because it'll stop the loop, right? Continue statement continues with the next iteration. Yes, that's what I want. I think this is fine. Pass? Oh, do I want pass? Does nothing. No, don't want pass. Literally does nothing. I don't want a case. I think it's fine. I could write a test, though, in the future. So, we now have our choices, and we have our, whatchamacallit. We've got our choices, and we've got our, question. So we want to build random choices equals, write a new function for this. I'm functionizing everything. I don't know if this is correct Python. Randomize choice. Rand choice. And then I want to pass in the question and choices. I just thought it's a common thing, especially if you're using like every other programming language. Pretty much, you can do I++, right? It's just Python you can't for no real reason. I don't think it would be too much effort to implement, but maybe they prefer prefer doing it this way, which is bad. Let's have a look. How's the stream looking, by the way? What are we? I've got lots of warnings. It says it's excellent now. I'm not sure. Looks fine. Looks fine to me. Right. So we've got our... How long have we been going for? Probably just finish this round choices and then I'll have to bounce. But let's try. Round choices, question choices. Yada, 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 yada. What do I want to do here? So I basically want to append question and choices, right? Country equals question. Country, yada, yada, yada. Is this weird? Is this bad? Why do I need to do that here? Why can't I do that there? I guess because I'm calling it all from an API. So that's probably why. Right? Is that why? That's why. This strikes me as doing it correct. Seems right, I just thought that. Why do you have those warnings? It says the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended. I think that's all it's saying. But I don't know. I assume everything looks fine. Right. Choices.append country. Good. Does this edit the array in place? I don't think it will, so I'll return it. Rand choices. Oh gosh. We're just bouncing around lots of variables here. There's almost certainly a way to do this better, but I'm actually not that good at Python. I've never studied it formally. I've just sort of Googled everything and I get to where I am. Anyway, round choices equals this should not be called round choices. This should be called like gen random choices because we're generating random choices equals gen rand choices question choices. Good. Print. I should randomize the choices here. Right. No programmer doesn't Google anymore. No programmer doesn't Google. No programmer doesn't Google. This is a double negative. I'm confused by this sentence. So you're saying programmers do Google. Yes, you are. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So, yes, basically every programmer Googles. Yeah. I do have some books, though, that my microphone has put. Look at this. Look at this bad boy. Look. Fluent Python. I haven't read it. It's very new. But perhaps if I read this, I'll be better at Python. But I sort of realised I can just replace this with Google and be fine. Yes. All programmers Google. So yes. I also have some other books, but they're propping my microphone up, otherwise the sound would be really loud. I know it's loud anyway, but it would be louder. Choices append country. Randomize. We want to randomize the list. Python randomize list. I always try and find like the actual documentation. List. Oh. A function generator list. Random.shuffle. Shuffle the sequence X in place. That's what I want, right? Let's do breakpoint here so we can test that. Round choices. Oh. Let's try this again. So, round choice. Right. Oh, what? It is in there twice. Maybe I run that again and just pretend that never happened. Oh. Round choices. Okay, we saw the error. Google is key to becoming master of the machine. That's true. Why buy them when you can download them for free? Work has training budgets. So I was like, hello work, I would like some books please. And they were like, there you go. Torrents are the future. I mean, I don't torrent anything. I only torrent Linux ISOs, but yes. I have acquired lots of books for free. I have a Kindle that I've never connected to the internet. It's just permanently on airplane mode, and I sideload books onto it with Calibra. I mean, I don't do that. Anyway. Could insert at random locations too, yes. Could random dot choices, okay. But now I need to fix this bug of why the hell is this not working? What? Okay, I basically want to breakpoint got here and breakpoint if it ever gets there, right, to debug it. It's almost certainly not the way. Does that ever execute? I assume not. While true. Is that correct? Yes. No. How do I do a while true loop in bash? While true do capital T? No. While true do Python Python. Oh, what? Okay. It took a while. Can get two same wrong answers. I have to check if it's already in the choice array. We can get two wrong answers. We can get two wrong answers. I don't know if I understand, but I think I do. I understand what to program, but I don't think I understand the logic. Choices is blank. Okay. Generate a random number. I understand that. Country, random number of the data. Right. If country is the country, does this just not do anything? Country. Question. Country. So they are the same. You don't need to generate a random number. Oh. By the way, how do I change? How do I not have to generate a random number? That'd be some good time save. So, country equals question country. Okay, that's what I will do then. I will just shuffle the random dot choices array. But I'm now confused because this is true, right? So this is good. So we break. So we continue. So we don't want to do anything. So it skips this else, right? It goes back up to here and it doesn't loop again, right? I don't understand. If country. I could just compare if it's also in the choice array, right, which would solve the problem, but I don't know why. A is the correct capital, you can still get 2B. Oh, without adding the answer. Yes, you're right. Okay. So, what happened here was we didn't get the correct answer, but we inserted two wrong ones. Is that what you're saying? So we can add two incorrect answers to the array, but we'll never add the same right answer. Right, okay. Gotcha, thank you. Let me just break out this while loop somehow. Yes, okay, I don't know why I didn't grasp that at first. Maybe I need to drink some more Monster. Or even, yeah, it could actually, yeah. I wonder what the chance of that would be. I mean, you could definitely figure that out, but I'm not going to. So we want to do... I literally think you can just write in English here, right? If country in choices. Oh, do I want to... I want to do elif like this, don't I? How do I write elif? Do I have to do this? No. Just check. Okay, no. Elif, country in... like that. Elif, country in choices. Continue. That's right. That's correct Python, isn't it? Just English. Cool. Okay. Awesome. So we fixed that problem. I like how I've called it choices twice. I think that's fine. So now our random choices should be never the same. No. Right. That seems to work. It's kind of slow, actually. Wow. Let's just do a manually check. Oh, they all look the same. I'm surprised at how slow that is. Is that me being slow? Is that my computer? Is that just my terminal? What if I don't print it? And I just... Oh... No, that won't work, will it? I have to do a bash. I plus 1. I'm basically seeing how long it takes to execute. Echo $. Whatever. Okay, I think it's just slow. Whatever. I think that's me. Maybe a slow printing do a time. Ah. It's not that slow, is it? I think it's just slow printing, yeah, I think you're right. I don't know if that's quick. How quick is like an ls? Oh shit, okay, maybe it's really slow. How quick is my test function? This test function here. Time test. .py. What? Oh. 0.27. And what was my other one? Maybe this is fine. I think it's fine. I think it's just slow printing and slow Python, right? See, I could even write this, this here, this whole capitals.py thing. I could actually write this in C, and this would be really quick. But that's probably a project for another time, so I don't think I'll do that. So, yeah, so now we've got to shuffle these random choices. So you said I could just go random choices, right? What did you say I could do? Random dot choices. I think that's correct. Shuffle the sequence X in place. Random dot sample. Let's just try it. Break point. Hello. Oh. So choices, random. So we've got to import random dot choices. Oh, I think choices. So I was confused because choices is write it in bash. I could write it in bash actually. Would that be quicker? Yes, it'd be much quicker. But then I have to write bash. I mean, I quite like writing bash. Maybe I write it in Bash, because I prefer to write it in Python, right? I don't know. I don't know. I think if I'm going for speed, I'd write it in C. I think if I'm going for simplicity, I'd write it in Python. I think if I'm going to go mad, I'll write it in Bash. Nah, Bash ain't that bad. We'd be just fine with it in Bash. But, I mean, I'm planning on writing the actual API stuff in Python, so maybe it's better to have it all as one thing. Random.choices. Can't wait. Return k-size list of elements chosen from population with replacement if the population rate is indexed. So I just go random choices. Jesus. That gets a random choice, which is good, but not what I wanted. I wanted to shuffle. Random.shuffle. Shuffle the sequence X in place. Random dot. That is useful to know, though. That just yoinks out a random. Slightly sleeker to init choices with correct capital and return the shuffled version, all in the first function. No, I just want to see you write an API in Bash. Well, one day. Maybe one day I'll write an API in Bash. Slightly sleeker to init choices with correct capital and return the shuffled version, all in the first function. Init choices with the correct capital. Yes, it is, isn't it? Okay, I will write it there. Should init... I'll change this later, probably off stream. Should init choices... Yeah, it's quicker, isn't it? In first func with correct. It is! You're right! Because I have to do it all this way. Saddy Daddy. What's sad? Why are people calling me these names? I don't like it. Mr. Ubernut. What? I was called something else before. A bit like that. I don't understand. I'm going to Google search that. Oh. A person who is daddy material. Hot, cute as hell, and charming as fuck. But they have clinical progression or are just sad very often. I'm never sad. When do you stream next time? I have no idea. Tomorrow? Maybe? Next year? Maybe. I don't know. I actually quite enjoyed this stream. So I might stream tomorrow. Or sometime, or Sunday. Also maybe in the week. But I don't know why I really wanted to share. I was planning to record a video, but then I didn't. I wanted to record this, like, explaining this after. I wanted to record explaining this after I'd written it, right? But I thought, why don't I just try and stream me writing it? I wasn't serious about that, Ken. I'm very sorry. I have actually been thinking of doing one of those things. I can send you some bats if you have a website. I'll send you a basic attention token. But I would send you a very small amount of Bitcoin and it would just cost too much to transact anyway. But yes. Ken, Linux Dude, and Fix and Fika, if you want some basic attention token, I will send you some. Because you guys have been proper geezers. Maybe. I don't know if I will. I don't know what hole I'm digging for myself. I'm not rich. Batman coins. Batman. No, not Batman. Don't know if that sounds like a scam. Bat. B-A-T. British American tobacco. Basic attention token. This thing. You know, like if you use the Brave browser, it might be a scam. I don't think it is. But like, if you go to my website, you know, you can donate money to me. Like, verified contributor. And you can put, I want to contribute this much money to Mark. Set. You know? Whatever. Anyway. That's what we are going to do. So, yes, I will fix the choices initting correctly. But we've got our random choices now. Random.shuffle choices. Okay. R equals that. Print. None at all. Watch choice. I'm trying to use random correctly. I don't use various, you don't have to send. Ah, oh, goodness. I mean, oh, what a shame. What a shame. Oh well, I'll remember you. Remember. I will. Oh gosh. Random shuffle, yada yada yada. Shuffle immediately, return a new shuffle list, you sample. Sample? I'm going to ask Uncle Google how to shuffle a list in Python. What the fuck? Shuffle that. Oh, is this shuffling? Oh. What? Oh, wrong term. Oh, is this actually shuffling? Oh! It is shuffling! It just doesn't return anything, it shuffles in place. I thought it would return like a new list. Okay, list is not empty. No, it just, yeah, it doesn't send. Okay, I was confused. I don't know what, some things in Python are like that. Like, some will just shuffle it in place. Some will return a new variable. I don't know if there's a difference between those. I'm not smart enough to know. Would you mentor us? Sure, I'll mentor you. I don't know what I can mentor you on, but if you want me to make a video on a certain topic, then I'm more than happy to do that. Because I know at least one person will watch it. So where do I want to random them? I want to random them here. So we just shuffle them, right? Random.shuffle choices. Okay. So now we get a list of random choices, right? Print. Let's just check they are random. Print choices here. And then we print the randomized versions. Right. Okay. Have I got a breakpoint anywhere? No, good. So it does work. There we go. Look at that. Magic, eh? United Kingdom, England. Oh. We might have to sanitize the data set a bit. Do you know how to program in assembly? No, I'm afraid not. Would I like to learn? Yes. Do I have the time to at the moment? No. I'm pretty busy with, like, I've got lots of side projects plus my full-time job. This. To learn. I am trying to learn Latin at the moment, so that's what I'm learning, but yeah, not assembly code, unfortunately. But anyway, so yes, we've got it working here. Now I want to write... We just return the correct answer as well, right? So this, I think, is all done. Right? How do we know what the correct answer is? It's question, right? Correct equals question. What is it? Country. Oh, print correct. Yes. And then we also want to... Okay, so now we def return... Def make JSON. Do I do in make JSON, which we will return to the user. I tried and didn't understand it. You tried assembly and didn't understand anything. I'm not surprised, my friend. I mean, yeah, it ain't like Python. It's not English. I think you've got to go all the way down. I think if you want to learn assembly, you should do, like, learn about Turing machines and then finite state machines, and then you end up writing your own. Yeah. What are some tips you have for beginners to learn Linux? Okay, so when I was taught Linux, it was out of necessity. So I was doing some security stuff, and I had to use Linux to learn Nmap, so I sort of just learned that way. But to learn more about Linux, I honestly believe that, and I was told this before it was like a meme, yeah, definitely install Ubuntu and just use it as your daily driver, or Fedora. I would actually recommend Fedora. It doesn't actually matter, but I would actually try installing Gentoo. I know it's a meme, but it's also a really good way to learn just because of how difficult it can be. So you learn about all the internals of Linux that way. And yeah, you learn a lot of stuff. But generally, that's for beginners to learn Linux. You sort of, I would also set up like a web server, like an Apache web server. Install that, get a website up. If you can install a web server and get it to say hello world, you already know how to do, say, that will teach you how to install packages, it'll teach you how to configure a web server, it will teach you how to configure firewalls, it will teach you how to log into a server, so it will teach SSH. It will teach you how to use a text editor. And those are really important things. And then from there, you know, you can go for other things. You could add a database to your web server, so then you'd learn how to do some SQL stuff, or Postgres, or MariaDB, or what have you. But maybe I'll make a video on my advice on how to learn Linux if people would be interested. Linux from scratch I've never actually done before. Perhaps that will come one day as well. So I can't recommend Linux from scratch just because I don't know it. But yeah, it depends on if you want to learn Linux to get a job or just because it's an interest as well. Maybe I could do a video in the future on how to get a job, right? The skills you need to know if you just want a job. Because, like, you know, lots of Linux YouTubers are very much focused on optimizing their bash scripts and stuff, which is just not needed in the workplace. No one really cares about that stuff. You tried Linux from scratch and it failed a lot. Yeah, I wouldn't feel too bad about that. I've never tried it. The first time I tried to install Arch Linux, it took me 7 times. So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing. And Gentoo as well. Gentoo, I think it took about 4 times. Oh, funny thing with Gentoo is I installed it on a laptop and there was no... The Wi-Fi wasn't working. I had no idea why. And after like lots of turmoil, it turned out that the Wi-Fi, there was a hardware button on the laptop to stop the bloody Wi-Fi working. So that was annoying. Oh, you got your Linux from scratch to work? Do you use it as your main machine? That's living on the edge right there. Like, what package manager does it even use? I assume you write your own. You just download tarballs. I don't know. Oh. Yeah, I think it's quite common to fail these things, but you know, you learn something new every time, you get further along each time. There is an interesting distribution I did install once called SourceMage. I quite like this one. It seems interesting. You get to cast spells, so you can roleplay, you know. I don't know how active it is. Let's look at the Wikipedia page. SourceMage GNU Linux. It's an oldie, it's an old boy. Yeah, oh well. So, what is your distro? I use Fedora. The time in Jersey is 7 PM right now. So we want to make our JSON here. Yeah, SourceMage is interesting, for sure. It's difficult and very outdated. It's not outdated, it is still updated, but you know, there's no like 100% install guide, or there's no installer for it. It's a bit like Arch in that sense. Or maybe it's closer to Gentoo actually. Venom Linux is also a great one, quite close to Linux from scratch. I've never heard of Venom Linux. Venom Linux. Venom Linux. Ooh, that looks pretty. No systemd. No. Yeah. Not gonna go down the systemd rabbit hole today. But yes. Yeah, Jersey is on the same time as UK GMT or British summertime. I'm not sure what we had. Linux from scratch is the best guide I've ever seen. Does it really? I might make a video on it after my Gentoo video. So I've been meaning to do a Gentoo video for ages, but I haven't done one. But yeah, I always find it difficult to sit down and record. Like I'm on a new computer, so if you look at my older videos, I'm not on Terra. I know I'm on Zeta, but yeah, It's getting late in my country, so I'm gonna get to bed. Thanks for well, thanks for joining. Much appreciated. I will hopefully see you around. Linux from Scratch has 2 books. That is insane. I will have to look into that, yeah. So anyway, let's quickly do this. Make JSON. So here we want to now return all our choices so that a computer can parse them, right? So, what do we need in this array? I mean, maybe we do all this here too. For now, we're not going to. So we want to pass in question rand choices. Right? Correct equals question. Yes. Okay, so make JSON rand choices. So JSON can just be a Python dictionary, I believe they're the same. Hello, Mitch P. Nice to see you here. I recognize your name from a lot of my videos. Linux from Scratch is to get it to boot. BLFS, is that better Linux from Scratch? Is to give it a bit more... Ah, okay. So that makes it more usable. Alright. I'll definitely look into that. I don't like proper long books. That'd be insane. So yeah, make JSON here. What do we want to do? So we want to basically make a dictionary that returns, so we'll call this, you know, I don't know, JSON. Response. There we go. That's a good name. So question is, we'll use an F string here. Oh, beyond Linux from Scratch. Oh, that's a cooler word and better. What is the capital of country? Oh, this is really bloody inefficient what I'm doing, but I'm gonna... This code here... Oh, sugar. This code here will eventually be ran in this make JSON function, right? Because then all you call from the API is this make JSON function. Like, I should really, you know, if we're following PEF8 standards, we'd preface this with underscores, but I don't like that. Anyway, correct equals country, question, what's the capital of correct? No, yes. This is a bad variable name. Why are my F strings not... Hello, Python? Alright. These should syntax highlight, right? Because whatever's in these curly braces is a variable. Right? Maybe it's because I forgot to put this there. No? When did I open it? No. Alright. What have you? So, response, what is the capital of country? Right, we want that. We also want the choices. Choices. Choices is rand choices. And we also want the correct, which is question capital. Is this correct? Is that good? Will that work? Why is that erroring? Oh, response equals return response. Make JSON, blah, 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 rand choice. Right, okay. Print that. Delete that. Go. Okay. Something went wrong. You put the... Yeah, I need the equals, yes. I put the single quote in the wrong place. Yes, I did. Did I? I put something in the wrong place. I can make this bigger, actually. There we go. So why did this error, then? Something is wrong here. Oh, is my... What's the capital of... So first of all, that looks nicer. Invalid syntax. Data. Oh, okay. I accidentally a new line. There we go. Oh, Vim. Yes, new line, yes. Yes, I think I messed up. I vimmed. I've been streaming too long. Okay, so we return. Question was capital. Choices. Yes. Correct. Belgrade. Why is 1, 2, 3? Oh shit. Okay. What? Hang on a minute. Barbados, Serbia, New Zealand, Latvia. New Zealand, Latvia, Barbados. Barbados. What? Choices. Why is Belgrade not in choices? So, what? Yeah, I use absolute line numbering. Relative line numbering, I believe this is called. I use it for, so I can, if I want to jump to the top here, I can press 12K. I don't know. I've always used it. Needs to be in the choices. Yes, it does. Where? I thought I did it here. Choices.append country. Right? Oh. Should I do that? Would that fix it? Yes. Let's try. What's the capital of Mozambique? Choices map to Qatar, South Ossetia, Falklands. Correct. Okay. Problem solved. Right. That is... Okay, I thought I might have to rewrite the whole thing because it was broken. But we can now return this, and someone can use it in that API. Very cool. Right. In the generator too. Where do I mess up in the generator? Country is question... Oh, I get it right here. Yes. Correct is question... I think I've got it correct. I think this works. Right. Let's just test it. Question. What is the capital of Ghana? Choices. Uganda, Accra, Guam, Republic of China. What? Okay, so it works, but why is Republic of China, Taiwan there? Oh dear. It's getting random countries, but should be Oh, yes, you're right. How did I mess that up? So I changed that to capital. I guess when I was writing this, I thought I would guess the country. What is the capital of Bahamas? Stanley, that thing, Nassau, or Luxembourg? Luxembourg is a country. Maybe it's also... I don't know, is this a country or a capital? Is the capital Laos? Okay. But what is the capital of Luxembourg just called Luxembourg? I really doubt it. I know it's small, but I don't think it's that small. Oh, it's called Luxembourg City, so... It is, okay. Right. We were just confused. Okay. I think it's working now. Capital of Suriname... Buenos Aires. Capital of Ecuador. Wow. Capital of Argentina. I think this is working. This is working, right? I just got confused by the old Luxembourg. Bloody Luxembourg. Damn, I knew you were small, but... you know. Damn. Oh well. Okay, I shall answer your question now. How do you get relative line numbers? I believe it is vim.vimrc. Read only. Oh, okay. I've got to open somewhere else. It's panicking. There we go. Relative set. Where is it? This vim. There it is. So it's this. Set relative number. You use that. So if I go no set no relative. Yeah. Okay. So you see now my line numbers aren't updating, but if I go set relative, there they are. Right? Now we've got relative numbers. Nice, seems to work. Yes, it does. Great. Alright. So, we now have a function that makes a question. Right. To do. Create the function that generates the capital cities question. Done. Put a nice tick there. That's also a Vim alias. So that if I type GT... Oh, I don't think you can see this very well. There we go, so I'll move it. So if I zoom in, if I type GT space, transforms it into an emoji. Very cool. Kind of done that, half done. So we've got generate question done. Now we need to do add continent. We need to do that next. Future. So, I think the next step that we need to do, besides the list of landmarks, which we will make again, but I'm basically going to run with just this capital cities one for now because it's quite cool. So, we've got our capital cities one, and now we're going to do... Now we need to create a basic API. So our next step is to create a Django site and implement the Django REST framework on it. Maybe I don't want to use the Django REST framework because it's kind of bloat, but I kind of know it, so maybe I will use it for the future. I think in Markdown we have checkbox like that. Yes, I believe so. We do use them. Yeah, but I never actually render my Markdown. Like, I know I could, but I just don't. Do I still have this alias? Yeah, okay, so let's check. So, we could do like a chatbox here, right? This is a little alias I wrote. Oh. Right, I'm installing Pandoc, which is an insanely useful tool. I could actually make a whole video on just Pandoc. I think I will do that. I'll make a Pandoc video too. This is how this transforms one type of document to another, right? So it will transform Markdown to HTML. You can even do like Markdown to a Microsoft Word document, which is really cool. You can even do Markdown to PDFs. I feel like these would be useful actually. I might write a video on Pandoc. You can do Markdown to LaTeX. You can do Markdown to like the Beamer presentations, like the LaTeX ones, which is cool. Let's see if this works still. Okay, so this is our rendered README here. I don't know if this renders a checkbox correctly. Let's try it again. It's not running as a checkbox with Pandoc. I'm not sure. Is it possible to put it from Word to Markdown? I actually don't know. I have no idea. Might be. Because all of a Microsoft Word document is an XML file, pretty much, I believe. So it might be. I will check for you. But we need to... I'll make a video on Pandoc. All about document translation. So that, if it works, it will be in that video for you, my friend. But yeah, really useful. And this, by the way, is just a script. Cat, which, and Markdown web page. This is a script I wrote. What? Which? I don't know where it lives. Which? Markdown web page. Oh, it's a bash function. Okay. So all this does is pandoc -toc means table of contents. The source is whatever input file. So my README. Sorry, you can't see this. So yeah, input file to output file HTML, spit some crap out that we don't need, and then that opens in my browser. Oh, and then it also removes the file it creates, so yeah. Oh, you're using it from Word into text. Oh, that's good. So it does work. There we go. Mr. Mia Administrator, I shall call you Mia Administrator, says it works for Word into text. That's very useful. Thank you. Right. So yeah, I think we're done. We're done here for now. I'll actually make a little git. Oh shit! I made it new. Git. If I deleted the function, I'd be very annoyed. Oh, let's see if it works. Relative. Doesn't work relative. Whatever. Okay, we'll fix that later. Yeah. I should use a Python path thing. Let me just edit the README. Fix relative. Relative path. Right, we'll do that another day. Then git init. Git config. Global. I feel like I always create the same sort of .git ignore. So let's find a good git ignore. Maybe this one. There's none there. Private git repositories here. It's probably fine. Nothing really too serious in there. There we go. Yoink this one, paste. So this git ignore file, in case you don't know, it just ignores a bunch of crap that I never ever want to commit, right? So git add.gitignore, git add readme, API functions, data. I already messed up. I don't want to add test.py. Whatever, it's there now. Git commit -m initl commit. Cool. GitHub.com. I do have like my own private Git server that's on, just basically just using SSH. Oh, hello me. There we go, much prettier. But yeah, I just use GitHub for now. Put me back. There we go. New repository. When I do that, hello. Repositories new. We shall call it Trivia API plus functions. That's sort of public. We shall make it public. So you fellas can look if you wish. Create repository. Yada yada yada. Git remote add origin. Git remote add origin. What? Hello? Git remote. Paste. Git push -u origin master. There we go. All right. Refresh. They want you to rename their branch. I don't use that. Okay. So if you wish to view what we made in today's stream, you can. I shall update resources. State capital. US state capital. Then readme. State capital, and then we also want capital world capitals, and then whatever data set I was using for this. It was here somewhere. Data. Country list of IDs.json. Ah, maybe we don't need IDs. Yes, this would be better to use. Smaller. I'll change that into this. There we go. Alright, git commit -m updated readmes. So you can actually see, hopefully, in the future, this function here, this code, if this data file here is the same as, where were we? Get over there. Okay, so yeah, we'd have to convert this data here, US state capitals, into a JSON file like this. Then, if they're the same format, so country, capital, or type, that means that this script would work for both of them, but this should just be a variable that we change. Okay? That'd be really cool, actually. So that's something to look into next time. But anyway, I think I'll end it here. We've got our little question guessing game working for now. But yeah, okay, let me... Wow, I'm big now. Okay, thank you everyone for watching. I honestly really appreciate it. And thanks for watching all my videos as well. Yeah, alright, thanks for everyone who stuck around. I hope you all enjoyed it and maybe learned something. I know I learned a few things, definitely. And yeah, hopefully I'll stream again soon. But thanks everyone.